to prepare everything, and I leave the floor for a moment to Willy, and then we move.
Yeah, I just have one update from CoastPredict to show. And this is a change in the executive committee membership that we showed to you yesterday, I guess. 2 days ago, I don't know. Yes. So as you know already, Aleta has changed. She's now the co-chair of GlobalCoast, and therefore she's part of the board, another part of the governance. So in the executive committee, we have now very, very happy. No, I will say, I didn't, not me, I did not do it, it's okay. I asked somebody with the name. Good eye. So anyway, no. It's the National Marine Environment Forecasting Center of China. We're very, very happy to have Gui Mei Liu, who has been for a very long time affiliated with coastal activities. I co-chair the CoastTT, and she was a member for a very long time. And this is a very active center that also have visited, and it's wonderful to have you in the executive committee. Welcome. That's all from me.
Thank you, Willy. So now we are going to conclude our assembly, and we have a few slides to drive the discussion. It will be me speaking. Aleta, come here. On behalf, yeah, with Aleta close to me. So basically, we have two important aspects to conclude. One is as a first steps, let's say, after our assembly, will be the Global Coast working groups and the Global Coast MoU status. So we are proposing, after the discussion of these days, two working groups. One is about the Global Coast Met-Ocean Working Group, so very basic information. So the idea is that we need it as defined in the menu of solution, as frequently discussed during these days, highlighted by Nadia yesterday. So we depend, and we know, I mean, even from the scientific point of view, especially from the scientific point of view, we depend from proper and good quality meteorological forcings, and so we need to implement this working group to facilitate the implementation of Global Coast itself in collaboration with the Met offices. So I think it will be an important working group that should meet a couple of times a year. The Secretariat, which you know now is led by Mayred, is hosted at CMCC with Mayred and Ariba and Evi. The Secretariat will call for volunteers, so we'll drop an email to Global Coast community asking, and we assume that some oceanographic centers and some meteorological centers that are part of our community will join. And the chairs, after we have a group, then the members of the group will elect the chairs. So I think that will be an important working group. Then the second one is will be dedicated to the user engagement. So it's clear that this working group will work through the building blocks, especially when the one related to the co-design, that include the co-design and the co-development and the testing of the solutions, the exploitation of the solutions. And so again, a couple of times a year meeting and the same process. So the Secretariat will ask for volunteers, and it's important that we look also to diversity, people diversity. I mean, to have a proper representation of the society in this working group, because we need to be effective to engage, to propose our solution to the society. Okay. So is there any comment? I'm not asking volunteer now because it's not the process, but if you have any comments on these two working groups, you can do it now. Or if it's okay, we go to the next. Okay, you approve, I mean. Fine. Okay, then the status of our MOU. We have a daily growing rate, so we are 26 today, we were 25 yesterday. 27, you see, is a who offer more? So we will continue to get new members, and I will explain the process. So, as a matter of fact, we have elected two co-chair, myself and Aletta, and we thank you very much for that. We will sit on the CoastPredict board, so that's to inform you. We will not have a specific board of the MOU. We will join the board of CoastPredict to work together, and of course representing our network within CoastPredict board. The first action has been to establish the second action to establish the working group, as we did now. And also the secretariat has been established yesterday. You refer to my red, Ariba, that you have met here, and also Evi is working on the secretariat, so there are 3 persons. And Evi, for instance, now is collecting all and keeping track of all the signatures that you are sending to us. We don't want to lose any of them. We discuss and propose, so is to be approved by you, but to alternate Global North and Global South for the next, for the assembly. And next assembly, we propose to do it in the Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, from Australia.
Okay, okay. But okay, we will. Yeah, I mean.
But you should be getting offers
Yeah.
from others.
Okay. Okay.
No.
No, but I think it's. But it's good what she said.
Yeah. Okay. We can. I mean,
It's open. It's not set.
what we wanted to approve today is just the alternation of northern and southern.
If you don't get this,
Yes, I want to check.
Please wait.
Thanks, Giovanni. What do you mean by global north and global south? Is it the physical global north and physical global south? Or is it the developing global south and developed global north? So we need clarity on that. Are you talking about the geography or are you talking
Here
about
is
the
the Southern
developmental
Hemisphere.
perspective?
No.
I
But
wrote
I
some-
totally support Godwell. Was exactly my comment. And when we talk about the global south, is a different. It's not geographic. So maybe we should Southern Hemisphere. Okay. But you wrote
No,
Southern.
it was my comment. I said the global north, global
Oh,
south.
you said so, but it's written Southern Hemisphere. So.
It's the same. It's the same. When you say Southern Hemisphere, we are. Thank you. When we say Southern Hemisphere, we are typically referring to developing Southern Hemisphere. So Australia is not part of the of the Southern Developing Hemisphere. So when you talk about the global South, talk about any other nation apart from the industrialized 37 countries. So I think it needs to be very clear in terms of our movement and the use of global South, Southern Hemisphere, Northern Hemisphere, because that's actually how we understand it. So if the idea is to alternate between developing and emerging economies, then it means Australia and New Zealand, they are not part of the global South. They are part of the global Northern Hemisphere. Thank you.
Thank you, Gon.
No, I think we should have the correct
Yeah.
the correct wording terminology. And so
for me,
you
we
wrote
can
it
also do the-
correctly, is not.
Because this is, no, we had, as I said before, I have been chairing the CoastPredict, and, we started 2001, so we had a lot of, we don't call them workshops because some people cannot be paid if they go to workshop. We call them international coordination meetings. Avoid the word workshop. And so we have been like the Olympics committee. We get offers, from people because hosting has some expense too, I don't know if we, so, and the people offer what they can do, what support. It can be in kind or whatever, we're looking to the facilities, all of these things. And we do it geographic. Really, there is no other way to do this. So, we try, again, we're not a huge group, so, we try to go. If it is done in Europe or Asia, then we go to the Americas. We have gone south, we have gone to Australia. So let's just say that we will try to have geographic diversity on this. And then this can include, anything. But, you have to be, it's not just a travel, oh, I imagine we'll go there. It has some logistics that have to, so one needs proposals from the hosting, groups, what they can, what it is all about. So there is a selection process. That's my suggestion out of the experience we've had for 20 years.
Thank you, Willy. Okay, so we...
Excellent. Okay. Please.
So I fully agree with what Vili is saying. So we can then, like when you're talking about the IPCC, the idea is maybe to have geographical representation. So you're looking at physical geographical representations. But I also need to add that in terms of planning, we then need to have the entire programming. Where are we going to host it in 2027? Where are we going to host it in 2028, 2029, 2030? Those are not too far dates. So in terms of planning, then it helps even the hosting country, if they're going to go through their government or whatever, if they're going to apply for grants, then they can have time to do that. Otherwise, then if it is like next year, we are going to host it here, it means automatically other countries will not be able to sustain that pathway. So I would say in addition to saying we are going to do it geographically, let's also maybe the committee that is looking into it, look at the entire space, like the Olympics or the World Cup. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right, we have elevated ourselves. World Cup, Global Coast Cup. Let's conclude.
Okay. So we will organize a working group on... No, I'm joking, but it's very important what you are saying. And Edgar, please.
We're still in the discussion of this? Yeah. Okay. So this Global Coast MoU was, let's say, agreed or delivered or announced in the previous extraordinary assembly. So the way that was communicated was through this previous executive board that, so we receive a mail and we disseminate to our contacts and we expect to reach the appropriate institutions involved. But now, what is your strategy?
That's the next point in the agenda.
Okay.
I will explain.
Okay, so
we
I
move
will
to
withdraw my comment. So because, okay, I will say, so it's important to that you explain what are the okay,
yeah.
please.
So I discuss with so we have disseminated it in December. We have disseminated, Myred sent an email as a secretariat of CoastPredict. After all the feedback, MoU was final, we have disseminated to the steering committee of CoastPredict, to the advisory board and to the exec. Plus, we have disseminated to the lead, we have a mailing list of the lead of the pilot sites, not all the partners. The lead of the core and affiliated projects, not all the partners. And then leaving the possibility, as you said, to further disseminate. So that's the process. We don't have to repeat it. Basically, the lead of each pilot site. We have a Puglia pilot site, Inside there's a marine protected area, the civil protection. So it's my task as leader of the Apulia pilot site to further disseminate to the relevant partner, because there are some partners maybe they don't need the port authority, maybe that doesn't want to come in the global coastal network. But so we are asking to the leader of the pilot sites to further disseminate to the core and affiliated projects, so CoastPredict on time, Flame, and Restore Our Coast, and all the affiliated projects. So here we're probably speaking about 500 potential partners, a lot. So we need also to be careful to select the relevant partners, but we are open. If this lead or especially core and affiliated project leader need an help from the secretariat to disseminate, or they need to discuss the level of dissemination, they can email to the secretariat, to my red, and we will discuss, because maybe you have doubt. I mean, is that partner? So we can help you in this process. Is it clear enough? So, because it's open. I mean, yeah.
Signore, I continue because we have a good, nice discussion. So this was, you mentioned, there was this CoastPredict steering committee, advisory board. We were, let's say, your ambassadors, and make, in my case, I was following with the Caribbean because I was instructed by Professor Pinardi, and okay, we have 2 signatures from the Caribbean. We have the Colombians that offered me to sign, and I hope the Mexicans. But really is because we is the ones that we have already implicated. But this global cost network, I think this the aim of this is to be wide, so that at this moment, in this first, the founders of this global cost need to be the ones that we identify, and please indicated what is the timeline, no? Because if I understand it's June or something, and after that there will be a process that others that need to want to enter, to be member, to benefit, are able to join, no?
So if I'm not, I agree this information is missing. If I'm not wrong, but Nadia Mayred correct me, we said 6 months time to collect the funding institution. So the people that wants to be in the initial list without a need of approval by the assembly, because afterwards any other new member has to be approved by the assembly, which will be in 1 year time. So now we have, I think we said 6 months time that people can disseminate in the core projects, in the affiliated project.
To explain better the second step. The second step.
Yeah, in the MoU. Yeah.
Let me try very briefly.
Yeah.
Just a moment. So this is our experience in the previous MoU. So what Giovanni is referring to is now, this period of 6 months is a bit special. It is a special period. We did it for the other MOUs that way. So people add, they are called, and they add their signatures. And then we say within June, okay? Then next time, after that, the members are started to be approved by the General Assembly.
Yeah. So 16th of June is in the email that my red sent in December. It was 6 months period till the 16th of June to be part of the initial list of members without a need of approval by the member assembly, because you are part of this community. You are part of the pilot site, you are part of the core project. We are not meant to send to anybody else, but this partnership, yes.
Signore, I am convinced. You don't need to convince me. We need this really to disseminate it properly in order and especially because we need to perhaps to include, to be, as Professor Billy mentioned, to have this geographical institutions participating and have interest. Perhaps they will have not a pilot site at this moment, but they have the interest, they have open, and they will benefit of this cloud on this information and all use. No? So it's because the coastal It's a matter that nobody has taken care properly until Professor Apinardi and you arrive. So because all the others, because we have a different problems, but the way that you have initiated this as a global cost,
So-
it's unique, no?
So if you agree, we will send again the email to this list of people, saying that, again, they can disseminate further to the partners of their respective project. And then till June, as stated, as decided by the Extraordinary Assembly, and we provide support for that process. Then about, I'm coming, Annabelle, about the opening, we will inform you. We were thinking about September to reopen. We said yesterday. We didn't decide it. If you want, we can decide. But we will inform you probably September. We will reopen the Global Coast pilot sites proposal. But that is the second step.
Yep.
Mauro?
Nadia, I have a very basic doubt regarding the MOU. So I'll have it signed by the director of my institution. That's very easy. I just ask him to sign. Okay, I'll do that on the way back. But then, how important is to have the MOU signed, for instance, by the Brazilian goose or by the... It's not important. Okay, great. Yeah, that's it.
It's not important, but it's useful.
Not by the Brazilian goose.
No, I mean.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I
No,
listened
because to have things signed by the Brazilian Navy, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, in fact, Mauro, we are looking for real institutions
Okay.
with real people, right?
The people
We
behind the
cannot
projects.
have networks that don't have a legal entity. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what.
I have a very operational question. Regarding the pilot sites, at least the leaders of the pilot sites need to sign the MOU, or will we allow pilot sites to exist without a formal commitment to the network?
Sure, the pilot sites are there, are on the website, they exist, they are part of the MOU, even if the leader doesn't sign the MOU network. They are not, they will not be part of the Global Coast Network MOU.
Okay,
But I mean, we don't cancel the one that don't sign.
Okay. My question is that we have
Practical answer.
130 pilot sites and only, it's very good, no? Don't misunderstand me, only 26 institutions affiliated in this moment. So my question whether, would it be a process to try to make the people from the pilot sites more interested to join? Saying
Yeah.
that it would be advisable or something lighter than this?
No, yeah,
For
you
the
are
pilot
yes.
sites, at least the leaders, to be part of the network, because they will
I agree.
be offered advantage for being part of the pilot site list, but if they are not part of the
It's
global
advisable.
network.
It's a wish.
A
Yeah.
letter would be advisable
Instead of an email,
or
you mean?
an invitation.
Okay. Okay.
It helps a lot with our director.
Okay. Printed and okay. We will do. We will sign myself and a letter inviting. Yeah. We will.
Invitation, I think, is very important.
Okay. Mauro.
I'm very important, yeah. Now, just a suggestion regarding the pilot sites. I think that the kind of discussion that we had this morning was very good, and I think it was good because we have common needs. So I would suggest that we do a subset of the pilot sites, and there would be a sort of coordination among each of these groups, like the 4 groups that we had, or something like that.
Can you propose it for the next assembly? So to formalize the coordination, which is a bit of a regional coordination of the pilot sites, right? If I understand. I believe it is a nice concept because,
Well,
the ocean is interconnected, right? So the coastal areas are interconnected, and we want, so if you, and you can find also different organizations already present that would do that. Might be GOOS, CARICOOS, or whatever, I mean, you call it, no, IOC Caribbean. And so Westpac, and you know, that you decide. But you know, it's a formulate the idea next time that we meet. It's a second step, right? We cannot take it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
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 I
no,
totally
no.
agree.
Also because
But
there is also the 9 impact areas are very relevant for coordination among the pilot sites. I remember, I mean, the one on early warning system when we check the storm surge needs and knowing that we have 60 pilot sites that are concerned with the early warning system, you could see it as only or a lot, urban oceanography or spatial planning and so on. So I think it's important also that we do this thematic coordination more than geographical or together. So that's also important.
Well, probably we'll probably elaborate better in this matter after the paper.
Yeah.
Because we had an experience with the CoastPredict, with the table for the forecasting systems, and we divided that in I don't know 6 or in several regions, and it was much easier to group everything together. But we can elaborate.
But also,
better on
you
that.
have to think that it does not have to be written in stone and be always like that. It can be also for one global coast assembly. It can be thematic also in terms of dynamics, like river and deltas pilot sites, for instance. You know, so that group has a lot of common interest. Or it can be storm surge. What is the impact area? You know, so this can be a little bit, you know, flexible and changing. So you know, it's like themes of a meeting.
Let's
you know.
just keep that in mind.
Yeah, of
I think it
course.
will be easier to organize the.
Okay, there is an online hands-on.
And then it's 12:45. That's my information.
I know, but it's hard to close this assembly. Is there anybody online wants to talk? Ariba, can you help?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Yes. My name is Bedi. I have been online, but not at the full time. So I'm just hearing now that you are talking about a MOU that already have been signed. So I don't know if this document has been shared with by email, or if this has been signed during the events, and if it's still open for people that want to join. This kind of a collaboration, and I want to know more about it. So that is, thanks.
We will send it to you again. You will be in the mailing list that we'll receive again. It's been sent in December to the coordinator and lead of the pilot sites, but we will send it again. So we have your email, and we will reach you with a letter of invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for following. Close the meeting, and thank you for coming in Lecce, and thank you.